Namo Phat. Thanks so much for joining me for a daily practice check-in. Listen, listen, listen. This wonderful sound calls us back to our true home. The fifth mindfulness training. Aware of the suffering caused by unmindful consumption, I vow to cultivate good health, both physical and mental, for myself, my family, and my society by practicing mindful eating, drinking, and consuming. I will ingest only items that preserve peace, well-being, and joy in my body, in my consciousness, and in the collective body and consciousness of my family and society. I'm determined not to use alcohol or any other items that contain toxins, such as certain TV programs, magazines, books, films, and conversations. I'm aware that to damage my body or my consciousness with these poisons is to betray my ancestors, my parents, my society, and future generations. I will work to transform violence, fear, anger, and confusion in myself and in society by practicing a diet for myself and for society. I understand that a proper diet is crucial for self-transformation and the transformation of society. For our Dharma lessons, we've been reading Everything We Do Matters by the Venerable Wuling, and we're continuing in Chapter 9, Climate Change. With our thoughts, we create our world. Economic decline and citizen panic. When governments see their financial markets falling, and imminent economic downturn, they will want to give in to corporate special interests and panic voters. Short-sighted leaders will do as they have done for several decades, look for the quick fix. They will divert money from long-range plans to combat global warming and spend it on short-term economic injections of capital into the economy. But appeasing immediate demands to stop the pain will only ensure even more terrible pain in the future. Special interest groups. There are special interest groups who have funded organizations specifically set up to convince people that climate change is a hoax. Throughout history, business has had close ties to those in power, and today is no different. There are companies and individuals who are caught up in their craving for power and wealth. To onlookers, it seems amazing that these corporate giants and government officials seem to be completely disconnected from reality. Their children and grandchildren will have to live in the world they create. What on earth are they thinking? Whatever the reasons, these special interest groups make it difficult for people to learn the truth about global warming and deny them the time to make necessary changes. What can governments do? Some things can only be done on a national or local government level. For example, to ensure equity and to slow down depletion, rationing systems for resources like gasoline, heating oil, and natural gas will need to be instituted. New energy policies and international treaties, as well as large infrastructures to move energy more efficiently, need to be done at the national and international level. New technologies need to be shared with developing countries. We also need national farm policies that will encourage backyard gardens and small farms. Large farms will need to grow more varied food in a sustainable way. We need more flexible building codes and financial incentives for property owners and renters who install the efficient new energy systems, improve the insulation of their homes and businesses, and incorporate ways to reduce their energy consumption. Local communities need to focus on food availability and conservation measures. For example, in the United Kingdom and Australia, Transition towns are planning to move away from reliance on existing energy sources into renewables. They are looking on how to support more efficient ways of manufacturing, provide more public transportation, use more efficient ways to heat and cool, and provide more secure food supplies that are much closer to home. What can individuals do? If we live just for our own satisfaction and flawed perception of happiness, we will have little reason to make the sacrifices that we must make for humanity and all beings to allow them to survive in the future. Our only concern will be for me and mine, meaning our immediate family and close friends. As resources become increasingly scarce and thus increasingly costly, we will become even more self-centered and selfish. The more the fear sets in, the more self-centered we will become. Unless our depth of understanding is profound and deep-rooted, we will be overcome by our fear, and we will fight to survive at any cost. Those who truly understand causality know the importance of every thought, word, and action. Our every decision will have consequences. Whenever we take more than our fair share, we are taking from another being. The suffering we cause others will come back to us. We will pay the terrible cost for our indulgence. As George Monbiot wrote in Heat, How to Stop the Planet Burning, the connection between cause and effect seems so improbable. By turning on the lights, filling the kettle, taking the children to school, driving to the shops, we are condemning people to death. We never choose to do this. We do not see ourselves as killers. We perform these acts without passion or intent. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. Namo Adida Phat. Thanks so much for joining me today.